All right, still awaiting results. We're going to be in for a wait here because this could drag on a while. Anyway, Roy Moore allegations at the center of this particular race. But, you know, Democrats, as we've been explaining, have issues to address as well. Fox contributor Erick Erickson, GOP pollster Lee Carter back with Pete Kennedy as well. Eric, it's no mystery that neither party is housing saints in that august chamber and beyond. But it would be tough for one side to start claiming to have the moral high ground here, right? There's a lot of this going around. What do you make of it?
Right. You know, that's one reason I think Democrats pressured Al Franken to get out of the Senate. It was very clear from his speech he didn't want to go. They pushed him out the door so they could try to claim the moral high ground. But this is political opportunism on both sides now. Both sides have their own scandals. In fact, I would note that the Democrats were perfectly fine knowing what Harvey Weinstein was doing until it became inconvenient. They were fine with Bill Cosby until he started sounding conservative, and they were fine with Donald Trump until he became a Republican. And now suddenly they're outraged. They're still fine with Bill Clinton, by the way. Both sides try this around the country, and it's just for political opportunism. This is one reason Americans have every right to be cynical about politics.
You know, Lee, though, when you see the back and forth and the tweets with Kirsten Gillibrand of New York, the senator said if she was looking back at the whole Bill Clinton scandals, he should have resigned at the time, given all of this attention we give to these matters, and by extension now applying that to Donald Trump, who got nasty in response to her. So are we just going to see more of this kind of nasty personal give and take, whether tweeted, said in press statements, or more?
It seems to be. I mean, it seems to be that's the currency of the president. If you attack him, he counterpunches and he goes low. This is not, I mean, this is not somebody who is.
Did you read something more than was on the surface to his tweet to Gillibrand?
I did. I did. And I have to say, I'm really disappointed. You know, I try to be fair. I try to be reasonable. I try to look at, you know, be as objective as I can. But when I see a tweet like that and I read what it said, I cannot interpret it any other way. And if he misspoke and he meant something else, I would love to hear him clarify it, because I can't read anything into
Eric,
it.
did you look at it that way?
Yeah, you know, listen, I realize the White House said that the president didn't mean it that way, but I can't help but note that the president has in the past gone into the gutter they said journalists were going into to extrapolate that.
But he has used that terminology referring to Mitt Romney, that he'd go on his knees to get money. So you could make you could make the argument that that's just the way he speaks, that not to make the next leap. Kennedy?
He also likes dogs in his tweets.
Sure. Kennedy.
Yes, but he thinks that house animals, house pets are filthy livestock. Apparently, he's told Vice President Pence that. I don't know if that's true, but I think it's very funny.
That. Okay,
no, that's exactly what you gather from that, and that's the point of those implications, is you are supposed to infer exactly what the president is implying. And the thing that he often forgets, and I think this is very interesting about him, he forgets that he's president, because he's been consuming and analyzing news and politics for so long and so actively and with a certain style that I think sometimes it sort of slips his grasp that he is, in fact, the president of the United States. And that means something. Right. It's an incredibly important job.
Yes, I hear that.
And it also requires a different type of comportment than you would have as a civilian
Eric,
analyst.
On this matter, I'm wondering if I'm not saying there's a method to the madness of the tweets or the back and forth among Democrats and Republicans, but as if Republicans, too, will say in defense of his remarks and that this is the vernacular. This is the way we are communicating with ourselves and throwing and hurling insults at each other. And that whatever happens, whether it's a Roy Moore who wins in this contest or others who were, you know, cited for all types of things, that it's across the board and no party can claim the moral high ground. What do you make of that?
Oh, listen, I agree. No party can. I mean, we elected the internet comment section to be president of the United States, and he's a reflection of us. I mean, the American people voted for him. Now, Democrats can argue he didn't get the majority, but he got the states, and that's what matters. And neither party has moral high ground at this point. Democrats can thumb their nose up at President Trump, but look, President Trump has built on the precedent set by Barack Obama. The next Democratic president will build on the precedents and tweets by Donald Trump, and Democrats will defend that person even if he's exactly like Donald Trump, and they'll deny that he's just like Donald Trump.